Om Amriteshwarye Nama. Good morning, all. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all present here for the inaugural session of the IEDC Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, Kochi. IEDC Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center is a flagship initiative of Kerala Startup Mission to promote innovation and entrepreneurship among the student and academic fraternity in the educational institutions in the state of Kerala. Let us begin with invoking the blessings of Amma. Also, I invite our director to light the lamp.
ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
Now, may I invite our beloved director, Dr. U. Krishnakumar, to of welcome.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our beloved Amma, Sadguru Sri Mata Amardantame Devi, who is the guiding light and Chancellor of the Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. My humble pranams to all the guests of honor and few staff members who are assembled here, few students who are assembled here in front of me according to the COVID protocols. My humble pranams to Sri N.R. Mohanan, the center head of the Center for Industry and Corporate Relations of the Kochi campus of Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. And my colleague and head of the Department of Computer Science and IT, Dr. Vimina. I take extreme pleasure in trying to introduce you to the guests of honor. Before that, let me at the outset profusely thank on behalf of the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Cell of this campus. Let me profusely thank the government of Kerala and the Kerala Startup Mission for having identified our campus as one of the centers for the development of entrepreneurship. Here there is a very good activity of entrepreneurship research. Few scholars and guides, especially in the Commerce and Management Department, are working on research problems, research areas concerning entrepreneurship. And definitely 2 years back, we started in a very humble way with the support of the District Industry Center and Entrepreneurship Development Club, which is functioning in a very good way, in a very modest, but functioning in a very good way with the help of the students and faculty members. For this August function, which is arranged under the COVID-19 protocols, majority of the participants are on the virtual platform, and our chief guest of honor, Shri Riyaz Muhammad, is currently heading the Kerala Startup Mission he's heading the funding and global engages portfolio at the Startup Mission. Quite naturally, he is a postgraduate in human resources management and has over 14 years of experience in project management. And government has identified him to head this global engages portfolio. And this IDC also comes under one of his meticulous initiatives. Let me take this opportunity to extend to you, Shri Riyaz Muhammad sir, a most cordial, hearty welcome on behalf of the Kochi campus of the Amrita School of Arts and Sciences under the Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. I had the opportunity to listen to him for about an hour during the first meeting initiated by him, and the meticulous way in which he presented what is IDC. It gave us a lot of insight and awareness into the functioning of IDC. And I take this opportunity to thank everyone concerned in the government of Kerala associated with IDC. And it is most heartening that Shri Riyaz Muhammad is heading these initiatives. Once again, hearty welcome to him. We have the guest of honor, Shri Ramesh Kurupat. Shri Ramesh Kurupat is the co-founder and CEO of Jaldi Soft Limited. He's wearing a T-shirt with his title of the company itself that I noticed in the beginning itself, which develops and markets the online software platform www.jaldi.com. The mobile app of jaldi.com is currently providing services to many doctors, hospitals, beauty parlors, supermarkets, caterers, etc., to receive and manage customer orders, and also for arranging appointment or token requests. Shri Ramesh also has been a trainer of a meditation practice called Heartfulness Meditation for the last 3 years. He is also the founder president of recently started Thrissur Malayalam Toastmasters Club. He has also been serving as a board of director at Mabin Nidhi Limited, a Manappuram Finance Group enterprise. Shri Ramesh holds an MBA in Marketing and Finance from the University of California, Davis. He had his MTech in Computer Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and received his BTech in Electronic Communication Engineering from College of Engineering, Trivandrum. Probably one of the most prolific examples of having undergone his BTech and MTech in reputed institutions. and having undergone his management studies at the postgraduate level from United States, he had the magnanimity to start a venture, and that too an innovative venture in our country. Let me congratulate also Sri Ramesh Kurupat for having initiated this. With most humble pranams, let me take this opportunity to extend to Sri Ramesh Kurupat a hearty welcome. I had the opportunity to fully hear what Sri Kuti was talking that day in the awareness session itself. She is the right person in IDC to initiate such things. The excellent way in which she was coordinating that event, and that proved that Sri Kuti is an asset to the organization. She is also an engineering graduate, electrical engineering graduate, with 3 years of experience in project management and coordination. She has 2 years of experience in startup ecosystem, and she is currently working as IDC coordinator at the Kerala Startup Mission, Trivandrum. And the excellent way she was coordinating with all these 50 and odd centers in that particular meeting, which was so hectic a meeting, is an eloquent example of how she puts into practice her skill for coordination and the assistance to the startup mission. With humble pronouns on behalf of the university and the Cochin campus, let me heartily welcome Ms. Shikuti OU to our midst to this function. And it is most gratifying that Dr. Vimina has identified one of our alumni to facilitate this function. Amit Shashi has been our student at this campus, and though he got the placement, he ventured into an enterprise and he is successfully running it. He is a co-founder and director at the Pin Park, which is the Oma Parking Solutions Private Limited in Bangalore. And his specialties are mostly in the project management, the certified Scrum Master, pre-sales, competitive analysis skill. SharePoint 2007, Fast, ESP, all these are some of his additional skills. And it is worth noticing that he was a winner of the Destination Kerala Startup Award in 2018. Let me also congratulate Amit Shashi for this. He also got the IoT India Congress Award in 2017. His company has been selected as one of the top 3 startup companies of 2016 by the TiE Kerala. So definitely he's the right person to offer his facilitations here in this function. We have begun the function by lighting the lamp and praying to the Almighty to bless us. The blessing and grace are definitely required for anything. And especially in the pandemic situation, otherwise the whole campus with 400 students would have attended this function. And many of them are attending this in the virtual platform. And let me take this opportunity to thank Mahesh, Shri Kumar and others among the faculty, and these two students who have come to this campus to coordinate and this event. And Sri N.R. Mohanan has been a part and parcel of the Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. Now he is heading this campus, the corporate and industrial relations, the number of training opportunities and the number of skill development opportunities, either within the university or collaboration with many organizations for the benefit of the students, are innumerable. And after having put up about more than 15 years of his service at the Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham headquarters, because his family got transferred to Kochi, and we were fortunate that he is now stationed at Kochi and serving this campus. He is a postgraduate from the Indian Institute of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and we studied together at the MTech level at the Indian Institute of Science. I, having been into computer science, we are classmates also. So let me also welcome Sri N.R. Mohanan sir, and a most hearty welcome to the kingpin in this campus of this initiative, Dr. Vimina. And she is an MTech and PhD in computer science from the Cochin University of Science and Technology. And she is also heading the Department of Computer Science and IT here. And she is an active research guide. And let me welcome all the participants. I'm sorry that my welcome address has been a little longer, but I couldn't help it. Welcome to every one of you again. Welcome to all my colleagues and all the guests of honor once again. With these humble words of introduction, let me close my welcome address. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, sir. It is indeed an honor for me to invite Sri Riaz Mohammed, Project Director, Kerala Mission, to deliver the inaugural address. Sir, please.
A very good morning to all. Respected Chairman of this meeting, respected Dr. Krishna Kumar sir, and other faculty members and other dignitaries. It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege to me to be present in this meeting. Even though it is in a virtual mode, I'm quite glad for a couple of reasons. First of the Amrita School of Amrita School of Arts and Science has taken its first step to start innovation campus. Secondly, even in this pandemic period, instead of being a spectator, taking a proactive step that makes the institution really responding to the situation in a proactive manner. Let me congratulate at the outset the institution and its directors for taking such a step, because it reflects the institution's commitment to the students by providing opportunity to expand their horizon by exposing them into various innovation activities. Kerala is the first state who came up with a student startup policy in the year 2014 with a specific purpose. We all know that youth, especially students, are the catalyst of change. How best we would be able to translate this in a positive manner? This was a thought behind when the concept of the IEDC was mooted. We started in a humble manner, but even in the initial days itself, we got a tremendous response from the college fraternity itself. There are plenty of student innovators came forward with their novel ideas, and it came as a pressure on the government. How best the state government would be able to support these student and vibrant youngsters? Then various schemes has been designed to support the student innovators. A classic example, all of us now know the name of a Gen Robotics, which is it started with the youngsters, students from MES College of Engineering, Kuttipuram, with a small idea, but their idea was just need to create something like an Iron Man. But later, when the government step in through the startup mission, we provided the mentorship, we provide enough required financial support. They fine tune their idea, and then they don't need to worry about the other effects. Naturally, they were able to translate their idea into a creation of a robot which replaced manual scavenging, which even now attract the nation's attention. In fact, the last year the Prime Minister launched the project at the national level as part of the larger campaign. Now this company has attracted investors like Anand Mahindra and Rajan Anandan as a strategic investors. It shows the power of the students innovators in the state of Kerala. I will touch upon a couple of points which is more relevant in the present scenario. Uh, I'm not sure. I don't think any of us has ever anticipated, neither anticipated nor imagined, even in our remote dream, about a situation like this. The entire human race has been fighting with a invisible enemy in this time. Most of our life has been affected. Last 9 to 10 months, our schools and colleges has been closed. Even in this inaugural ceremony, we never thought we will launch this in a virtual mode. But we, knowingly or unknowingly, we are compelled to adopt the new normal. In this case, there are a couple of points which I would like to touch upon. One is that recently the Oxford University researchers interesting study, which is not a new thing, but they did in a meticulous manner in the context of the Industry 4.0. There are 47 percentage of the jobs exist in the US will obsolete soon. Similarly, with respect to in the UK, it comes around 35 percentage. I being a person who worked in the skill development sector and in the education space for quite a long time, I was always keenly watching the changes happening in this space. There is a study done by a journalist, a business journalist, with respect to India. Approximately 67% of the jobs existing in India will either vaporized or will change into a different mode because of the thing. Unlike US or UK or other developed countries, India, this will have a huge impact on India because the number of youth, youngsters entering into the job market is high in India. So how do we cope up with this scenario? Traditionally, our students has three modes after their study. Either they will take up a job or they may, a few of them may take up higher studies. And the third option was few of them will take up entrepreneurship as a career, but that percentage was very less. But now, with the spread of COVID, the entrepreneurship aspect, we need to give a lot of thrust to the entrepreneurship aspect. We should we should expose students the possibilities of the entrepreneurship as a career. I would say that is the major role IEDC plays in the campuses. IEDC, we should not, this is a point which I wanted to highlight here also. We should not consider IEDC as a yet another forum or a club. Instead, this should act as a common platform for all the students to innovate, to play with their ideas. And this should be, we should not disallow students to come up with the new ideas. We should not discourage them. Instead, this should be a playing or a sandbox for students to play with their ideas. Of course, all the ideas may not succeed, but having said that, going through the phases of the entrepreneurship journey, they will learn a lot of things. This is what the new economy demands. They will become the problem solvers. So this is the one skill set, the new the global employability index specifically mentioned. There are two specific characteristics that employers looking from a job aspirant. One is a collaborative work, whether the candidate would be able to work in a team, or the second is a problem solving. Third is a critical thinking. I would say that this is a golden opportunity for the student innovators to play with their ideas while doing their study at the campus itself. They can also test their hypothesis. Then by the end of their study, either they would be able to come up with a good innovation or a good product or a service itself, which will become a sustainable model in a sustainable business, which have a sustainable business model. Then they can pursue the entrepreneurial journey itself. Or else, even if they fail, generally we say a entrepreneurship may fail, but an entrepreneur may not fail. So the experience they gain will be more valid than anything else. So in that context, the IEDC plays a pivotal role in exposing students into various possibilities. The sky is the limit as far as IEDC is concerned. I would say the IEDC, we have came up with a structured guidelines for the running of the IEDC itself. But I would urge all of you, do not limit your activities within that framework itself. That's only a guideline only. You can experiment with the guidelines provided in the handbook itself. Couple of points I wanted to mention other than the job prospects. Innovation and creativity, sometimes when we interact with the students may think that this is not our, this is all, we may not be able to come up with, as an innovator. This might be coming from other elite or developed countries only. But if you typically observe or analyze the scenario, innovation may come from anywhere. Creativity, part and parcel of all the social evolution. That makes the our life more easier. So most of us might not have a probably I would say that 3 E's will determine a student's life. One is education, the second is a environment, third is a experience. I would say that you guys have got a fantastic, you are by getting admission into this institution itself, you guys the students have got a fantastic educational experience itself. The second thing is that the institution itself provide a good environment by getting access to the good faculty, their horizon. This will help the students to expand their horizon itself. Third is the experience part. Here comes the role of the IEDC. You use the IEDC as a platform, then make sure that during your studentship days, you are utilizing it effectively. In the era of rapid globalization, the combined impact of the innovation creativity has a powerful way of powerful way of giving a uniqueness to the institution as well as to the individual as well. So in the, as I mentioned earlier, most of the jobs are obsoleting. However, there are a couple of things will stay in the mainstay. One is that IP, intellectual rights. When we talk about the intellectual property rights, India stands 48th in the global innovation index. That in the because of the governments, the central governments and the various state governments intervention, India has improved its rank from the last year onwards. Kerala stands in sixth at the national level itself. However, having said that, the IP comes out of the institutions are, especially in Kerala, are very, very minimum. The IEDC should focus on this particular aspect. We should encourage students to get into newer spaces of technology as well as in the social space and come out with the patents so that that alone will make the institution stand out in the rest of the crowd. Kerala has a couple of other advantages as well. Uh, the number of research institutions in Kerala is high. It's approximately 150 research institutions are working in Kerala. The state startup mission came up with a proposal to connect research institution so that the research or invention happening in the four walls of the research institution can be taken to the market and we can create a commercialization as well. That is through that thing we can position Kerala as Kerala has a greater potential to become the innovation capital of the country. So I would recommend the IEDC to take a proactive steps uh, to two things. One is to create more IPs. The second is to develop the talent as well. These two things will make huge impact in the innovation ecosystem. And I would also, I'm quite happy that when Dr. Krishna Kumar sir explained about the welcoming the dignitaries. One is that you have already invited two innovators. Let us listen to the innovators because they are all gone. They have all gone through the phases of in various phases of the innovation itself. I'm quite happy that Pinpark also has been represented here. So, the lastly, I would urge the institution to leverage your alumni network also because most of the alumni might be working in a reputed organization. They might be doing some path-breaking innovation also. Please bring them on board as a mentor so that the students would be able to get their guidance so that the right guidance is very, very critical as far as an innovator is concerned. So I wish all the very best with these words, with all your blessings and with permission, I formally inaugurate the IED Amrita School of Arts and Science. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I cordially invite Srimati Srikuti OU, Project Coordinator, Kerala Startup Mission, to offer felicitations.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. First of all, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction Krishnova sir has given. And also, I wish to appreciate and congratulate the efforts put forward by each and every member of Amrita School of Arts and Science to set up an IEDC center in the institution. IEDC is a platform, as mentioned by Ria sir, is a wonderful platform for the innovators to develop to identify their true potential, to come up with their ideas and take that to the next level and to become future creators or entrepreneurs. So that is the beauty of innovation. We have no particular dimension to innovate. There is no particular rule set out. There is no restrictions. There is no domain. We can ideate and we can innovate according to our um, creativity and experiences. And at this very moment of technological disruption, so I just remember the time in which the electrical power can only be generated in large hydroelectric stations. Now we can just imagine we can develop the power in our rooftops. And just can you imagine a time frame in which we can exist without mobile phones and without technology? But now can we imagine it without using a mobile phone or technology without using it without for half an hour? So that much technology has influenced us. We can either adopt, adapt, and take up this technology to create the futures. So, and also I wish to remember the marvelous success stories which have got created from IEDCs. Even me itself is a product from IEDC. I have started my journey, initiated my journey from IEDC of Mar Basilius College of Engineering and Technology. So there are many success stories who have came from IEDC, like Gen Robotics, who have created solution for manhole cleaning with the product Bandicoot. And then similarly, they have initiated from IEDC College, MES College, Kuttipuram, Malappuram. And similarly, many startups like Neuroplex, many startups like Farmers Restaurant, who have developed wonderful products for the hardships of farmers who have solved that problems and all. And many other technology-based products and solutions have been developed from the beautiful innovators of IEDC. To all innovators out here, if you really put in your 100%, whatever you're doing, success will be all yours. So IED is a wonderful platform for you to innovate, you to get more introduced with the technology, to create a better version of your ideas, to think out of the box, to nurture that, to support that with the whatever resources or ingredients that exact idea require. IEDC is a wonderful platform in that respect. So, but make sure that your idea or the goal is smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Make sure that your goal is smart. Thank you so much for inviting me to this session. Think big and grow big. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Today, we have with us an alumnus of our college, Sri Amit Shashi, co-founder and director at Pin Park, Oama Parking Solutions. I invite you, sir, to kindly speak a few words.
Amit, could you please unmute your mic?
Sorry, I was on mute. I was just talking. All right. So, thank you, Krishna Kumar, sir, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this program. Thank you, Vibna ma'am and Mahesh sir, for inviting me here. And thank you, Amrita, as such, for making me what I am today. I always tell to, everyone, every single person whom I meet, like in my team, I always say that if I've become somebody today, it's the decision to join Amrita which made me the man I am. So yeah, so like, to continue with, I'm not sure whether the current students know. I mean, I've been an alumnus in Amrita 20 years back. I just passed out of the Cochin campus in 2003, and the organization or the college has changed a lot. And I give truth. I mean, like, it's the vision of Krishna Kumar sir and his team what made Amrita SAS Cochin what you find today. So, bringing in an IEDC in Amrita should have happened at least 5 years back, because I mean, like, this should have come early in our campus. Having said that, see, students, when we have just passed out, right? I always had a dream of building a business, but we didn't have that opportunity as such. The kind of opportunity you guys right now get was not there back then in 2003. You really had to, push forward, ask help for somebody to get the right people, the right mentors, the right connects. Nothing was available. So right now, when you have opened up an IEDC in SAS, make use of it. As Vyas sir has rightly mentioned, and what Srikuti said is something which I can vouch for, because this is an opportunity in front of you. Make use of it. What I always tell the students is be fearless, because every time, I mean, I'll give an example. Okay, what happens is when you go to a school, when you go to an LKG, and when you ask people to sing a song, students to sing a song, every single kid would be singing a song. All right. The same question when I go, or when anybody of us go ask a college student who, I mean, right now I think BCom or BSc, there are a lot of kids out there. If I ask you to sing a song, trust me, not even one would stand and sing a song. In nursery, what happens is we will have to tell them, stop, kids, it's enough. But when it comes to a college, that's like a BCom or B plus two or something, people, that's because that 10 years or 12 years in time, there is a lot of fear which gets pumped into us. As an entrepreneur, first thing what you should throw out of your mind is fear. Be fearless. And IEDC is the right platform to start off things, and you can fail. No, be fearless to fail. So these opportunities you can actually leverage to make yourself a better entrepreneur. Or I wouldn't always say that everybody can be an entrepreneur. I would say entrepreneur and intrapreneur. When you're saying an entrepreneur, he starts off something, he builds his business, he runs that organization, and he scales it up to the next level. But an entrepreneur can only succeed when he has the support of intrapreneurs. Entrepreneurs are those people who are part of his organization, who understands the vision of an entrepreneur and support him inside the organization in the same way as he does. So this this is not a place where everybody can become an entrepreneur. But trust me, guys, being part of such a initiative, you can definitely. I mean, many of you can also be an entrepreneur. That there's nothing wrong in that, because a company to flourish and become, it's not just one single leader. There has to be a set of leaders within the company itself who supports the main leader to run the entire show. So consider IEDC as one of such platforms to get this, accomplished. So you guys have a great opportunity out there. And there is one thing what Srikuti have mentioned. That's like, take this opportunity and do trials and errors by building things, by trying to innovate things. So this is something which you have in your hands right now, so make use of it. And since this is an institute where I am being part of, Krishna Kumar sir, and the rest of the people, that's my sir and Ramna ma'am, any point in time, whenever you people require a support from my end, I'm just putting it forward. Anytime, do give me a call. I'll be available there to help those kids whatever way I can do. Even for an internship opportunity, definitely yes, our company is open up for that. I would love to get our students uh, from Amrita campus to be part of our company as such. Thank you, and all the best to the team and everyone out there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You are a true inspiration, from being one among us to a budding entrepreneur now. Next, I invite Sri N.R. Mohanan, Head of the Department CIR, Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, Kochi, to speak a few words.
Om Amrdeshwari Nama. Our distinguished guest, Sri Riaz Muhammad, Ramesh Kurupat, who is a friend of mine, and Srikuti, Amit Shachi, and our respected director, Krishna Kumar sir, Dr. Vimina, and all of you, my colleagues. I would like to talk about two great people who are great innovators, technology passion-driven people who contributed, the first person contributed quite a lot to India, and second person contributed quite a lot to the world when we talk about innovation, creativity, and technology driven. The first person is Fakir Chand Kohli. FC Kohli, popularly known, he is considered as the father of Indian IT industry. My respectful, humble homage at the feet of Mr. Kohli. He passed away on October 26th, November 26th at Mumbai at the age of 96. He was the founder and the first CEO of Tata Consultancy Services. Until the age of 92 or around that years, he used to come to office in Air India building in Mumbai, if you know Mumbai. And a strong man with, clarity in his thoughts. And I had an opportunity to interact with him very briefly in one of the research conferences in TRDDC, Pune. That building itself, if you look, TRDC building, it has got a funnel. And he says that the library is at the top and where, the knowledge should flow down. At the base, all the scientists sit. And he gave the opportunity anybody working in the world to come to India and then start doing whatever work. So there are a lot of people in chemical engineering, chemistry, and mathematics worked in TRDC. Though Tata Consultancy Services doesn't have anything to do with these fields. So he was such a visionary. No, let us come to, I'll talk about second persons in the course of my discussion. Let us come to innovations. When we talk about a career or a job, we always say dream big, think big. So in the field of innovation, the students, what you can really think big, or who is the kind of role model for you? I would say you should think in terms of Steve Jobs, who created, a huge market through his innovative ideas, huge market which nobody thought of. The market he created, typically a market creation is in terms of you go and do a customer survey, get the feedback and create a market. But he went much beyond that and created, for example, one of the innovative products is smartphones. The iPhone he launched in 2007. And it created a huge market subsequent to that. And we all possess at least one or two smartphones. The kind of economy generated, the kind of revenue generated is huge. Let us look at this person's innovative ideas when we launched or when we came of the smartphone, the iPhone. Till 2007, all the cell phones or mobile phones had a keypad and it is all command driven. You had to write a command. You had to key in a command. You had to key in the numbers. He thought this is not going to be the product of the future. And he decided that the phone which he is going to design, he is going to develop, will not have any command-driven things. It will be icon-based or graphical user interface. That is the terminology used at that time. But nowadays we can say icon-based. So, and this icon-based concept or graphical user interface concept was already available by Xerox Corporation. But they did not know what to do it. He simply adapted that and put into his iPhone. Great innovative ideas. So great vision. You require what my product is going to be there. Accordingly, you have ideas around and you have to really bring in there. The second thing, the most daring thing in my opinion is to bring the Gorilla Glass to the phones. He was thinking that his phone, whatever he is going to develop, will not have, will have a glass top. Can you imagine that? Glass, how do you make a glass, touch sensitive? It is impossible to think. So his building in California, if you read his books, it is made of a lot of glasses, like glass panes and glass staircases. So he has a fascination for glass. And he decided that the phone, whatever he is going to construct, will have a glass, interface. So he came to Asian countries, look for, where we manufacture a lot of glass. And finally, in one of the companies in New York called Corning Glass, they make this Gorilla Glass, very tough glass, which is scratch resistance. It has got a top, compression layer, which is touch sensitive, multi-touch. Like you can touch it, you can zoom in, zoom out. So he went to that company, and that company was not knowing what to do with the glass. He went to that company, he looked at the glass, he says, I want millions of pieces of this. Imagine the kind of risk he's taking, kind of innovative ideas he's bringing into picture. So they convert one of their factories, and then we started making this glass, Gorilla Glass. So that is one of the utmost daring innovations, which he is convinced about. He's convinced about strong conviction. That is something which we recorded. You cannot leave with students when you have some innovative ideas. You have to go after it. You have to think wild, the wildest dreams. That is what is really required. The third thing he brought in is software-based keypads. Earlier the phones have a hardware-based keypads. My phone will not have a hardware-based keypad. It will be a full glass, and he will create a software-based keypad. Nowadays we got the alphanumeric keypads in English, in Malayalam we have, in Tamil we have, Hindi we have, any language we have. Imagine, if this innovation was not there, how cumbersome it could have been. Different keyboards, you cannot do it. So these three things, three innovative ideas he brought into iPhone, and he launched. And then people, I think I'll say one more thing about this. So these three things, great ideas of graphic user interface, the Gorilla Glass, and the software-based keyboards, the innovative ideas he brought into iPhone. One more thing he always says is that humanity. Anybody who wants to develop a sustainable, innovative product should have humanity in their mind. Are you doing something for the human, the people? No, it is not customers. There's a difference between customers and humanity. It's the entire world. He always says that I work at the intersection of humanity and technology. A technology which is not going to help the humanity is not going to sustain for a long time, and the product will perish. That's what happened with the Microsoft Windows, where Bill Gates was more of a businessman. He was not a humanitarian, but he do a lot of things in terms of charity, but he was not like a person like Steve Jobs, who in some part of the life he came to India. He met some Baba or Swami in the northern part of India, spent time there. So humanity is very important. So students, my advice will be, have a passion, great passion for technology is very, very important, and think very wild and be very passionate chaser for your dreams. At the same time, have humanity in your mind. It's very important to have any kind of sustainable product. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Krishnamurthy sir, for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today, we also have with us Sri Ramesh Kurupat, co-founder and CEO, Jaldi Soft Private Limited, to grace the occasion. I would kindly welcome you, sir, to address us.
Thank you very much for your kind welcome. Sri Krishnamurthy sir, Sri N.R. Mohanan, Sri Riaz Muhammad, Srimati Sri Kuti, Sri Amit, Dr. Vimina, and 200 plus students out there. A very warm good morning to all of you. I want to pitch, especially to these students, 200 plus students, an idea today based on my experience in entrepreneurship. But before that, let me sing a song for you. ഇത് ഞാൻ ചെറുപ്പത്തില് കേട്ട പാട്ടാണ് സ്കൂളിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത്. നാളെ നേതാക്കളായി മാറേണ്ട നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാലം അമാന്തിച്ചു പോയില്ല. നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുവിൻ ആദ്യക്ഷരം മുതൽ മേലോട്ട്. ബാലപാഠങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചോളിൻ, മതിയാകില്ലെങ്കിലും നന്നായി പഠിച്ചോളിൻ എന്തിന്ന ധീരത ഇപ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങുവിൻ എല്ലാം നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കേണം തയ്യാറാകണം ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ആജ്ഞാശക്തിയായി മാറിയിടാം. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്നെ കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നോ?
യെസ് സർ.
താങ്ക് യു. ഈ ഒരു ആശയമാണ് I want to present this idea before this 200 plus students on entrepreneurship, because I had the great privilege to be part of a one-year program in USA, California, the capital of California, Sacramento. After my MBA, it's called Sacramento. It was called Sacramento Entrepreneurship Academy, and they took students just out of BTech or even BTech. I joined them after my MBA, after so many years of experience. I was fortunate to get that opportunity. And we can recreate that same experience here, especially with this IEDC and the Kerala Startup Mission support. In fact, I also had the privilege of working as the Head Start Net city lead in Kochi. And we worked with the startup village, and we conducted quite a bit of startup Saturdays. Now, I think this Corona time, just like Riaz Muhammad mentioned, this is an opportunity for us to do much better. Starting with Amrita IEDC, we can spread this across Kerala, India. The very simple idea for all these students. Pick 3 other partners for you in your class, in your batch, in your college. You can start from first year, even at the 3rd year, you can still do it. And plan to do a real business. Do a business plan. Conduct a business plan competition within the Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, or all the colleges, schools across the state and even country. There's a great potential. Now it's a very simple idea. It's just like earlier, I told that I'm a trainer in meditation. Again, that's another simple idea I just want to present. Just 30 seconds, then get into come back to here. The simple idea, meditation. It's all you have to do is sit and close your eyes and listen to your heartbeat with an attitude of love. Nothing else. It's very simple. It is powerful. Again, Toastmasters. Toastmasters tell us to stand and talk. That gives us the opportunity to use our hands, more flexible. And I prefer to look at the camera, but sometimes I forget. I remind myself. And the smile also, if possible, that's good. Okay, let's come back to the idea of this 4-member team. So 200 plus my dear students out there who are at the age of my son. In fact, fortunate that my son finished NIT Calicut and worked 2 years in Bangalore and now joined my company. He's working in the marketing section here. So, all the 200 plus students out there, we can work together. And Mohan sir is there, Krishnawar sir is there, Dr. Vibina is there, Riaz Muhammad, Srikuti, Amit, pitch in, help, because entrepreneurs help other entrepreneurs. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. So this 4-people team, you come up with an idea, you come up with a business plan, and we will sit and evaluate it. Of course, one thing that happened to us that we did not talk to a customer at that time. So they asked us, did you talk to a customer? Then we realized, oh, we are supposed to talk to a customer before we finalize the idea, because we were presenting the idea. So we don't have to create a jaldi.com or the parking solution. Anybody can be an entrepreneur here, because the society needs that. All about being willingness to serve your neighbor, serve others, maybe in your house also, and enjoy that. Because there are needs that we can So, of course, when you put together, four brains put together, there'll be ideas of making money, because cash is king in business. Okay. Can we put the slide, so that we can make sure that we complete it? Okay. So let's go to the next one. All right. So it has been a long journey. It was fun all across. I am thankful to everyone, especially God. But when I was in USA, the Sacramento Entrepreneurship Academy I was talking about in 2000, early 2000. So we had a potluck. Potluck is everybody is bringing. So 25 people, the first meeting we had is a potluck meeting. It's not very familiar concept here in India, but it's all about making your own food and taking it to the party. So that thing, and you break the ice there. You get to introduce, get to know each other, you know, to start talking about food first, but of course your goal is something else. You form a team then, you know, you get to know them. You have classes every Saturdays, and entrepreneurs will come and talk to you about their experiences, how they succeeded, in what all areas they failed, what were the problems. So that's how it's all started. Let's go to the next one. So these are the opportunities we have before us. You can be your own boss, in fact. Well, you have 3-member team. You are better, you know, everyone is serving others, in fact, being a boss of others. Because it is a lot about working together. So there is no boss, in fact. We are all servants working for each other, working for the best for the company, especially best for the customers. So there are other ideas, but I mean, you can talk about being rich. Technology has a power. Need not be a technology. You can have a boutique, and because people need dress, right? And of course, you know, you will use technology, or you will use somebody else's technology to scale it up. That's the only aspect. Let's go next. So right now, I just want to briefly mention about Jaldi.com. We have about 100 service providers. We have launched it across. It's a SaaS-based platform. It's a token company. We are an online token company. That is how we are branding, and mainly for the healthcare sector. Because for the doctors and hospitals, if you are a patient, you should get the token, so that you will have an estimated time when you have to go to the hospital instead of crowding. Especially in the Corona times, you don't want to go and crowd there. So that is how we are branding, and it is going well. I'm happy to report that. Let's go next. Right. So again, go back. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Make something people want. So that is the only thing you have to do. Well, this 4-member team of Amrita College, there are about 200 people, about 50 teams you have. Find your partners and find out what you want to do best. You have to follow your heart, follow your passion. Definitely. Maybe you want to teach music, and you can or dance or something else. You can have a team. Probably India's best company in that regard, or wherever you want. So you can set the limit, but ultimately, somebody is not mute. Thank you. So all of us see what happens is that there is no other option for us. We have to work. Either we work on our own ideas, or we work another company, means either a government idea or some other entrepreneur's idea. It's better that, you know, we have to have our own ideas. That's more fun. So, you know, it's all very simple, because you just have to get together with 3 other. There are so many college startups that happened. Startup Village originally founded, the stories like that. There are a lot of other college startups that happened in Kerala. We have examples. So just like Krishnamurthy sir and R. Mohan and Sri Riyas Mohammed, they all mentioned, we have the opportunity before us, and this, you just have to sit with your team and come up with ideas, and then IEDC will support bringing entrepreneurs and validating your ideas. I mean, there are some questions about what if somebody steals your idea and things like that. That is very, very rare. Still, you are far ahead. Earlier, Sri Riyas Mohammed said entrepreneurs never fail. It is true. Your venture, that particular venture didn't fail, but just like Edison said, we know that there are 10 or 200 ways how we don't succeed. That is a big knowledge. That is a big experience. So it's an opportunity of experiencing a lot in our journey, entrepreneurship journey. So from the students out there, we can use the chat box. I think we can see the chat hopefully here, and just I hope you are with me, and I want to see whether a thumbs up saying you are ready to start your venture. Whatever it is, you are just starting tomorrow, and you're going to do it with 3 other people. Pick, and you can change your team, but better be prepared to have a team for lasting 1 year. I mean, of course, there are problems happen, then change the team. What else? But try to avoid it. Be humble in the process. There are a lot of other values we can learn from our culture that will be pretty much useful. And again, like I said earlier, the meditation, just close your eyes and your heart will tell you what is the best thing to do. Okay, let's go next, please. Team. Team stands for together, everyone achieves more. TEAM. So you have a 4-member team. It says, don't really look for skill, look for attitude. Look for attitude of gratitude, attitude of helping others, attitude of love, compassion. Of course, patience is important. So everybody learned together. Next, please. Right, there's an idea called fail fast you want to probably take. Just try it out, whatever it is. And earlier you try it out, whether it is a working one or not. Then you can move on. It's not failure of yourself. It's a failure of that particular idea. Or it's not a failure in a sense. You just realize that that particular idea, there is not enough market, or there are some other issues associated with it. Next, please. Well, like we mentioned earlier, customer is the king. We said cash is king earlier. The finance part is very important. Cash is king. So when you're running a company, you have to make sure that there is enough fund available to pay salaries, pay your vendors, and things like that. And you don't want to give a credit, to your customer. Okay, you can't count on it unless you get the cash in your bank account or in your hand. So they say cash is king, customer is also king. Customer is the king, in fact, in business, because there is nothing short of delighting the customer that is going to help you. Risk. If you're not a risk taker, you should get the hell out of business. Get the hell out of business is a English idiom phrase that they use in US. Risk is important. So, but you can have higher risk, smaller risk, but we have no option. We have to help others to create the venture. So Just think about what others want. And of course, minimize the risk is a very important risk management. So again, I urge all of you, the students out there especially, to make a 4-member team. I think the support ecosystem is there, IEDC is there, IEDC is there. There are a lot of organizations, Startup Mission, Head Start Network, entrepreneurs like Avit and myself. We are all there to help. So I think let's make it a culture again, just like Riaz and others asked you to do. So all the very best to all the future entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those enlightening words. It will surely be a guiding light for us in the future. As we mark the beginning of this new venture, let us have a digital glimpse of the IEDC at our campus. On to the video. Next, on to the presentation.
Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, or IEDC, is a flagship initiative of the Kerala Startup Mission to promote innovation and entrepreneurship among the student and academic fraternity in the educational institutions in the state of Kerala. It aims to provide students with an opportunity to innovate and experiment. The Kerala Startup Mission has set up IEDCs in more than 200 institutions across the state who are having requisite expertise and infrastructure which provides avenues for creative students to learn, collaborate, and transform their innovative ideas into prototypes of viable products. The primary mission of IEDC is to change the mindset of job seeking to job providing. It provides a platform for students to put their creative ideas on success and push them in the right direction towards being the next big thing in the market. Some functions of IEDC are to create a platform for young brains to develop their skills and to give proper technological exposure, to create specialization hubs for promoting the culture of entrepreneurship among the student communities, to promote innovative student projects, to provide internships in relevant industries, to motivate, support, and mentor students for identification, development, and commercialization of their innovative ideas, and to organize business plan competitions, innovation camps, and hackathons with the active involvement of the industry and the alumni. Some activities of IEDC include entrepreneurship awareness camps, entrepreneurship development programs, faculty development programs, and skill development programs. Let me now introduce our team. Ms. Niranjana and Mr. Praveen Pai, IEDC leads. Ms. Shivakami Praveen, Technology Lead. Ms. Sangeeta KS, Quality and Operations Lead. Ms. Nandita, Finance Lead. Ms. Reshma Radhakrishnan, Creative and Innovation Lead. Mr. Akhil Purushottaman, Branding and Marketing Lead. And Mr. C.V. Shreyas, Community Lead. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinidhi. To mark the kickoff of the IEDC activities, we had conducted an Idea Fest and logo designing competition. Now, I invite our director, Dr. U. Krishnakumar, to announce the results of the
So I have been given the privilege to announce the winner of the logo competition. The logo was the logo selected in this competition was that of and designed by Aishwarya S. Nair of Integrated MCA 2018 Batch B. Hearty congratulations on behalf of the IDC Center at our campus and on behalf of every one of us. The IDC winners are the members of the team known as SAN, which consists of Sharath U of MCA 2020 batch, Akhil Purushothaman of MCA 2020 batch, and Nandita Dinesh of MCA 2020 batch. All the young students, the youngest among the whole student community, whom I have not even seen, virtually seen only. So, the Ideathon competition, and our hearty congratulations to all of you on behalf of IDC as well as on behalf of the Amrita University. And I'm glad that I was given the privilege to announce it. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Now, as we come to the end of the inaugural session, I, on behalf of Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. I invite Dr. Vimina Iya, Head of the Department, CSN IT, Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, Kochi, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Amriteshwari Namaha. Respected Dr. Krishnamurthy Sir, Director, Amrita School of Arts and Sciences, Kochi. Shri Riaz Muhammad Sir, Project Director, Kerala Startup Mission. Shri Ramesh Kurupat, Co-founder and CEO, Jaldi Soft Private Limited. Ms. Sri Kuti, Project Coordinator, Kerala Startup Mission. Shri Amit Shashi, Co-founder and Director at PinPark or Ovama Parking Solutions Private Limited. Sri N.R. Mohanan Sir, Center Head, Corporate and Industry Relations, Asas Kochi. Department Heads, faculty members, Asas family members, and my dear students. A warm good morning to one and all. I consider this as a moment of great privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of IEDC of Amrita School of Arts and Sciences in this August occasion. Before I enter into my duty, may I gratefully acknowledge the presence and blessings of Almighty God in all our efforts in organizing this event. First and foremost, let me express our sincere gratitude to Sri Riaz Sir, Project Director, Kerala Startup Mission, for agreeing to be the chief guest of this event and for being here with us today despite all these cyclone pandemics. Thank you, sir, for your speech and for the support extended to us. We are truly grateful to Sri Ramesh Sir, co-founder and CEO, Jaldisoft Private Limited, for sharing his experience as an entrepreneur with us. I'm sure that the young minds present here will be truly benefited from your speech. Sir, we look forward to associate with you in future for molding the young entrepreneurs here. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Ms. Shrikuti, Project Coordinator, Kerala Startup Mission, for being with us today. Thank you, Madam, for the guidance and support extended to us. Our director, Sri Krishna Umar Sir, has always been an inspiration and a pillar of support to all our activities. On behalf of each and everyone present here, I thank you, sir, for leading us and for being here with us today. Sri Mohanan sir, Center Head CIR, has always been a well-wisher of our IEDC. On behalf of all of us, I thank you, sir, for the wholehearted support and cooperation. We are grateful to Mr. Amit Shashi, our own alumni entrepreneur, for being with us today, despite his busy schedule. Amit, we request you to be with us in this journey in future also. We would like to express our gratitude to all the departments of Amrita School of Arts and Sciences for the continuous support and cooperation rendered to us. I take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks to all my colleagues and the team IEDC for their wholehearted support in making this event a reality in this pressing time. We are truly grateful to the technical, office staff, and the dear student who has come up here, and all those who have contributed in one way or other for the successful conduct of this event. Once again, on behalf of the team IEDC, I thank you everyone for being here with us today. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's event with Shanti Mantra followed by the national anthem.
ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे